Preston Crowchief served in Afghanistan with Canada's military from 2009 through to 2010. Crowchief says he dealt with PTSD over several occasions during his time in the military.
I call it my somber New Year's experience, so my sergeant, his name was Kirk Taylor. He got blown up in that explosion in 2009. There's a news reporter too. Her name was Michelle Lang. And George Mioch, Chidley, and McCormick, their vehicle got hit. And, at the time I really downplayed it, but being over there when you lose your friends, it's a lot different. It's really strange, but you pushed all those emotions down, right? You don't want to feel fear or whatever, right? You still want to do your job, but all that stuff did hit me later on.
Crowchief also had to go through several challenges like racism when he was in Afghanistan.
Just the way those guys talk, they're like, oh man, this French guy doesn't know how to drive, and I'm sitting in the back, and they're like, get the big Indian into the driver's seat. Let's give him a shot. And I'm like, but I just started working with those guys, right? And then that's the hard part that I had to go through is how come I had to learn how to work with all these brand new people? And that seemed to have been a common theme throughout my career.
Glenn Miller served with Crowchief in the 20th Independent Field Battery based out of Lethbridge. Miller says it's important for Indigenous representation in the Canadian military, and they can do that through programs like the Bold Eagle to get started.
And so that program is designed to expose them to the military culture, build up their own life skills, like all other recruits, and then if they choose, they can then volunteer for the military, either the regular forces or the reserves.
Despite the hardships of war, Crowchief says he does recommend other Indigenous youth to join up in the military if they so choose. For Bridge City News, I'm Micah Quinn.